The Belt and Road Initiative. It was and is Chinese President Xi Jinping's dream project. In fact, Xi Jinping likes to call it the road for peace. Instead, for most countries, it has become the route to a nightmare. Italy, which has close relations with Beijing and is not given to hyperbole, has now described it as wicked, even atrocious. These are the sharp and even sensational terms used by Italy's defense minister, Guido Crosetto. He recently gave an interview in which he confessed that Italy has been trapped in China's BRI, that it is trying to leave BRI without damaging ties with Beijing. The issue today is how to walk back. That's what the defense minister said, adding, the choice to join the Silk Road was an improvised and wicked act made by the government of Giuseppe Conte, which led to a double negative result. But it does not end there, or with Italy. Italy signed up to the BRI in the year 2019. It became the first G7 country to do so. Of course, there were many who raised eyebrows. Why did Italy need to join BRI? The project was launched in 2013. Xi Jinping claims BRI is designed to mobilize resources, also strengthen connectivity and leverage potential growth drivers. China says it wants to build a network of roads, railways, energy pipelines to create international infrastructure. China wants this network to go westward via the former Soviet republics, southwards to West Asia, also to Africa. Under BRI, China plans to construct what it likes to call the Overland Silk Road Economic Belt and the Maritime Silk Road. Initially, the two were referred to as One Belt, One Road, and now it's just called the BRI. China insists that this mega project will integrate more countries and regions into economic globalization. These are Xi Jinping's words, and Italy fell for this lie. Now, Rome's ministers have realized that the BRI is not a road towards economic balance and improvement, but an economic stranglehold that gives China the power to interfere, a means to expand the trade deficit in China's favor. Between 2019 and 2022, Chinese exports to Italy increased 51%. But China's imports from the EU only rose 26%. And Italy, in fact, is not the only country that China managed to fool. You see, in the last 10 years, at least 148 countries have joined the BRI or have shown interest in BRI projects. 44 countries in sub-Saharan Africa, 35 in Europe and Central Asia, 25 in East Asia and the Pacific, 21 in Latin America and the Caribbean, 18 in West Asia and North Africa, 6 countries in Southeast Asia. And today, a lot of these countries are secretly regretting their decision to dance with the dragon. And the fact is, Beijing never designed BRI as a road for peace. The BRI is a road to Chinese domination, the road to a more assertive China. It was a means to financing Chinese companies to take on projects in other countries on terms hugely favorable to the Chinese. Under BRI, China has reportedly given $1 trillion as loans to around 150 countries. BRI was China's road to becoming the world's largest official creditor. And the cost, you see, is now being borne by the host countries. And they realize that in the name of development, they may have borrowed at rates that prove to be far higher than the cost of debt from elsewhere. Moreover, the project hired only Chinese labor rather than giving jobs to the host countries. And now many of these countries find themselves trapped in debt with no road out. Many are being forced to hand over their strategic assets to China, in fact. I'll give you some examples. The Gwadar port in Pakistan has been leased to China for 40 years. Tajikistan had to cede more than 1,000 square kilometers of land for a petty loan. Laos had to let go of its entire national electric grid to a Chinese company. The Hambantota port in Sri Lanka has been leased to China for a period of 99 years. Same with the Malacca gateway in Malaysia. It is in Chinese control for 99 years. And critics have described this as Chinese colonialism in the 21st century. What about the BRI countries? Do they have a road out of the dragon's den? India has blocked the BRI. In fact, recently at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, and I'm quoting, "Strong connectivity is crucial for the progress of any region. Better connectivity not only enhances mutual trade, but also fosters mutual trust." However, in these efforts, it is essential to uphold the basic principles of the SCO Charter, particularly respecting the sovereignty and regional integrity of the member states. And BRI, you see, does not respect either. In fact, with the help of the BRI, China is walking its dreams of global domination. It is seizing control of strategic points, choke points. Look at Djibouti. It occupies a strategic location at the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden intersection. A lot of shipments meant for Europe, West Asia, or Asia are handled in Djibouti's port. It so happens that in 2017, 4 years after launching BRI, China's People's Liberation Army established its first foreign military facility in Djibouti. China has spent upwards $14 billion in Djibouti through the BRI. More and more countries are waking up to the BRI lie. Italy's strong statement proves that it is not only the lower income countries that are suffering through the pain. Even a developed European country like Italy condemns Xi Jinping's idea as wicked, as a strangulation. Italy has come out. The question is, will Greece and other nations follow?